importance of beekeeping. There are three main advantages of beekeeping. It provides honey. All of you are aware that honeybees are known to produce honey, which is a valuable nutritional food. It provides bee wax, which has many uses in the industry. Honeybee, apart from the above two, honeybees are excellent pollinators. They increase the agricultural yield. In terms of actual value, when you say, the third one exceeds the first two. Next. Karnataka is blessed with 5 different species of honeybees. These are the predominant species. Apart from that, you have different species also available. They are Apis dorsata, which is called as a wild bee. Apis florea, it's called as a small bee, little bee. Apis serrana indica, this is called as a domesticated bee, normally domesticated in hives. Apis mellifera is an exotic variety. This is a European bee. Apart from that, the Trigona iridipennis is the stingless bee, which is also predominant nowadays in Karnataka. Next. The behavioral aspects of bee are most important aspects in agriculture. Particularly, the foraging behavior of honeybees primarily help to investigate the size of foraging population with reference to bees foraging for pollen or nectar. Foraging is an activity by honeybees which goes out of its hive to collect the pollen and nectar and returns back to the hive with the pollen load or the nectar load. The act is called as foraging, and the bee is considered to be a forager. So I will be referring to as forager, that means it's a bee. Next. Honeybees are known to adjust its foraging schedule to the abundance and the time of availability of food source. Continuous flow of food substance throughout the year is essential for the success of beekeeping. Foraging in honeybees are related to the body weights. Next. The aim of this paper is to determine and correlation between the body size and the foraging loads in honeybees. Next. The materials and method. The different apiary sites that were chosen to study were 1. Hesarghetta village, Arkavati Madhuvana, Gnanabharati, Shivanhalli, Bhagamandala, Kuntanahalli, Honavar and Shivkoti. In this, the two regions, Bhagamandala and Honavar, are a part of the Western Ghats. The rest all are plains as well as the hilly regions. Next. This is the map of the places that's been pointed out for study. Next. The foraging trips in honeybees were determined by marking the bees with colored insect paint on the dorsal thoracic region of the bee. The foraging bees returning with the pollen loads were captured randomly at the hive entrance to collect the pollen loads, and the method that was followed was Sunara in 1992. Next. The pollen foragers were captured and the pollen loads collected from both the legs with the help of 1 mm camel brush transferred into the pre-calibrated capsules, and these capsules were later electronically weighed independently, separately. After collecting the pollen loads from the foragers, the body weight of the bees were determined. The sample size was as much as 50 bees. The bees were captured and the bees were taken to the laboratory for weighing what was the weight of the bee. Next. The results. This graph shows the relationship between the body weight and the foraging load in Apis cerana, and the study was conducted at different times of the day, morning, afternoon and evening, during different days of the month and different months in a year. So there were 3 studies that were involved. So an average of it was taken, and then the relationship of the body weight with the pollen load was calculated statistically, making a graph. This shows, the brown color shows the body weight of a bee, approximately about 58 milligrams of bee collected, as much as the load in the first place was about 5 or 6 milligrams. So the next, in a particular place, Hesarghetta. Next. This is the graph which indicates the relationship between the body weight and the foraging load in Epicerana in Arkavati, Madhuvana. Next. This is in the third place, the Gnanabharati campus. Next. Shivanhalli. Next. Bhagamandla. Next. This is Kuntanhalli village. Next. This is Honavar. And the next Shivanhalli. Shivkote, sorry, Shivkote. So this shows all the graphs indicate that the body size, the weight of the body was approximately around 50 to 60 milligrams, or in case it was more 70, 72 or 75. But the amount of pollen that was collected by the bees was much less compared to the body weight. That includes about 20 to 30% in one or two cases, 30 to 40% of the body weight. This clearly indicates that normally any forager will not collect double or more than the body weight, or even 50% of the body weight that it has. The amount of pollen that was collected by the bees was only about 30 to 40% or even less than that. This shows that normally they don't carry full weight or even half weight. The number of frequencies will increase. That means they go to the source to collect the pollen many number of times. However, when they collect the pollen, they collect less quantity and keep returning to the hive very often. So it is very easy. The bees were identified because of the color paint, and we know which are the bees which went out to collect the pollen load and which returned to the hive by collecting the load. Next. The relationship between the body size and the foraging loads showed that foragers carried in some cases less than even 10 milligrams in a single foraging trip. That means they did not even carry 10 milligrams. That is much less when compared to the body weight. Next. The frequency of the foraging trip may be more, but the quantity of pollen or nectar, my work was on pollen only, so I have actually done work on nectar also, which I have not brought it here. Pollen or nectar collected per trip by a forager was less than even 30% of its body weight. Generally, foragers that carry less than full body weight in relation to the pollen and nectar load in Epicerana showed that on an average, a forager carries less than 30 to 40% of its body weight in a single foraging trip. The frequency may be more, however, the collection was less. Next. The relative size of the foraging population and the weight of corbicular contents. Corbicular contents is the amount of pollen that the honeybee collected in its pollen basket. Clearly shows that most foragers, however, do not carry full loads. Thus, the foragers collecting pollen only or nectar only follow a principle of partial loading. Relationship between body size and the pollen foraging loads showed that maximum, that more than 10 grams they never carried. One or two bees could carry more, but it never carried more than 10 grams. That's the conclusion. So they follow a principle of partial loading. So that's all my presentation. Any questions? You can please answer. Any questions to be asked?